So welcome to the video that I know certain people have been waiting for. Also, I didn't do the review after the Europa League final, and I think you should understand why. But yes, I know Brian. I know, you know what? This is not my mind. I know Brian's watching this with like the biggest smile on his face ever. Look, I would say anything. It's like, what can we do? So yeah, this is the Arsenal end of season review. We go from start to finish. Well, we're going to start the start. I'm not doing every game, because we've played over 50 games, and can I remember every game? I don't know, probably. Actually, no, I can't. But we're going to go from the start to the middle to the end, and then what needs to happen next season, and how many of these players have to go. So it's going to be a long video. No, yeah. If I'm taking too much of your time, Brandon, you can watch it in 2 parts, so I know you'll just want to, enjoy it in one sitting. But it is what it is. So we'll start the start. Unai Emery gets appointed. We make some signings. We signed Torreira, and as I'm saying the signings, I'll get onto that. The first major signing we made, first one I'm going to talk about, Lichtsteiner. He started the season well, but then he lost his legs. I don't know, that's the best way to put it. He couldn't defend. He was just getting turned by everyone. So he was awful. Denis Suarez, what was the point? He played 17 Premier League minutes, got injured for the rest of the season in training. So that's great. Then you have Guendouzi, who was good at the start of the season, fell off towards the end. Socrates, same thing, good when he came, fell off at the end. Torreira, good at the start, same thing. Leno, he wasn't starting the first couple of games, Leno has been our best signing because he's actually been really good and solid in goal, but just the defence in front of him is just awful. So that was our first game of the season, City at the Emirates. A bit of a harsh first game. Our first 2 games was City at home, Chelsea away. We lost both, but from the City game, we lost 2-0. It wasn't really positive, but the Chelsea game was going okay. Our defence was open, but there was positives. We could score goals and we could give them a fight. We really should have won that game. But, we lost 3-2. From there, our next game after Chelsea was West Ham at home. That was our first win. It was a 3-1 win. Then from there, we went on a big unbeaten run. We went 22 games unbeaten in all competitions, being the likes of drawing to Liverpool, beating Spurs, drawing to Man United. I'm trying to think now. Beating Bournemouth, beating Fulham, beating Leicester, just beating a lot of teams, not really getting any draws, drawing to Wolves, drawing to Palace. So this is the middle of the season. We were doing all right, and the momentum was good, and we were playing good football. Defense wasn't as bad. Well, that's when Rob Holding was playing. Then Man United game, Rob Holding gets injured. And since that day, we haven't recovered defensively. Not to mention Bellerin getting injured as well. Then towards the end of the season, in January, we got Denis Suarez, but that didn't change anything. Then we got beat by Liverpool 5-1, which was embarrassing, but that's not going to happen again. So, that shouldn't happen again. Then we went towards the end of the season. We were going well. We were from January till about March, I think. We were doing all right. Top 4 was in our hands. It was ours to lose. But the last 6 weeks of the season, in the Premier League anyway, were awful. We lost to Palace at home. We drew to Brighton. Lost to Leicester. Lost to Wolves. We lost to Everton. We were literally 1 game away from top 4. Literally, that Brighton game, if we would have scored another goal to make it 2-1, we got Champions League football. We were that close. It's not like we were far off, and Chelsea finished 10 points above us, while Spurs finished 12 more points above us. Spurs finished 1 point, Chelsea finished 2. It was literally one of our draws if they were wins, one of our losses if they were wins. We made top 4. But it is what it is. But then, that's Premier League done. Then we also had to rely on the Europa League. We did really well in the Europa League. Overcame about Rennes, even though we were 3-1 down. Beat Napoli convincingly. Beat Valencia convincingly. So obviously going into the Chelsea game, really confident. Chelsea don't really need it. They already got Champions League. Us needing to go for it. But we just, I don't know what happened there. We started well. First half was even, but I mean, we started the game first 10-15 minutes. We were on top of Chelsea. We were applying a lot of pressure. They had some chances in the first half. We had some chances in the first half. We should have got a penalty. And VAR was there, but I mean, it didn't help. Then I don't know what happened in the second half. I know it's one of those things you can't explain that second half. How you 0-0 an even game to just Chelsea just Giroud turning into the best striker in the world. Well, he's nowhere near that. But Giroud getting his goal. Yes, as I was saying, going back to Giroud turned into prime, I don't know, prime Zlatan. We'll go with him because he's tall. Went to prime Zlatan, got goals, got an assist for Hazard. Hazard turned up out for his last game in the Chelsea shirt, but I don't think they care. Then they're going to struggle in Champions League, so I don't know about that. Like, they should be keeping Hazard, but yeah. So 4-1 in the final, shouldn't have happened. But now that's gone. Now we have to look for the future, and the future doesn't look great either. I mean, Champions League, if we got the Champions League, we'd have had more money to spend, but I mean, now that's gone. We still have some sort of money. Some sort, I don't know. There's a lot of things that need to, like half of this team need to go. It would take me all day to go through some players that need to go, but I'll make it sweet and short. Mustafi can go. Monreal can go. El Neni can go. Ozil can go. I've made my decision up on him. Ozil can leave. Mkhitaryan can leave. Iwobi can get one more year. But I'd literally give him one more year. And I mean, I'm trying to think of anybody else. Lichtsteiner can go. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that was a lot. Monreal, I haven't said him already. Like, we need to keep Aubameyang and Lacazette because they're our goal scorers. Take them out of the team. We don't score goals. They didn't score against Chelsea, but I mean, there's been games where, for example, City against Leicester, their best player all season's been Aguero and Sterling, but who scored company. Liverpool needed Wijnaldum and Origi to beat Barcelona. Yeah. There have been games where Chelsea been where their best players haven't scored, but the other players have scored. But with Arsenal, it's literally Aubameyang can score, Lacazette can score, nobody else can. So those two need to stay. Socrates is alright. I mean, he's the best of a bad bunch in terms of defense. Leno's a good keeper, but it's like, because the defense is so bad, he can't save every shot. It's one of those things. Because we let other teams have so many shots that he can't stop everything. So Leno would stay, and the rest of the players I would give Xhaka a year. Xhaka, there's games where he's just needed. Like Xhaka's physicality in the midfield is needed, but we still need, and we need to replace Ramsey because that Ramsey going is just bad in itself. So what do we need to buy? I mean, we need not everything. Apparently, we're not gonna. There's certain players that won't join. Well, wanted to join, but only basing off Champions League, and we didn't get that. So we're not gonna get those. And those players were Zaha, Madsen, and then Upamecano, the defender. So we ain't gonna get them because if we'd got Champions League, then maybe. But I mean, we needed what do we need? We need a centre back. We need a right back. We need a goalie. I mean, not a goalie. I wouldn't buy a goalie. Take that back. We need centre back. We need a right back. We need a left back. We need a midfielder, a goal scoring midfielder to replace Ramsey, and we need an out and out winger to play on the wing to give us some width because we're too narrow. I mean, we always do cutbacks. I mean, we need to need a player that can take on some players on the wing. Aubameyang has done that this season, but the way we're trying to play two up front, not Aubameyang out wide. So yeah, I don't know who comes to mind. We can sign. I don't. I mean, Sane's an option, but he's not going to join. There's Pepe, there's Fraser. I know people Fraser, Bournemouth, but I mean, he's created one of them. I mean, for chances created, he creates a lot of chances, one of the highest in the Premier League. That chances created turn into goals, and we've got one of the best conversion rates in the league. I think we have the best conversion rate in the league in terms of chances created to goals. So I mean, Ryan Fraser would really help. Koulibaly's out of the bloody question. There's just there is players we could buy, but it's now seeing who we will buy. Yeah, so there's that. I'd give Emery another season. It's like there's parts of the season where you'd question what he's doing, but then there's some part of the season where it's nothing. You can't blame the manager. You can't blame the manager for the way Zaha turned Mustafi. Mustafi is a defender. He should know how to defend. Good. The manager can't control it, but I'd still give the manager one more season. There's been certain games and certain decisions made questionable. Tactical decisions sometimes been questionable. Overall, if you think logically and just looking at everything, it has been an improvement last season. We finished one position ahead and 7 points. But overall, it really hasn't, because our defence is still crap. We can fix our defence in the summer, but we'll be making top 4 next season. If we do not, then we will have to somehow rely on the Europa League again. And hopefully we don't get a harder final and lose. Because my objective is, what I want next season, top 4 and Europa League. But then the most point is just getting to the Champions League, back into the Champions League. So yeah, we sign some players. Yeah, then start the rebuild from there. Sell the deadwood, sell the players that won't stay or play, buy the new players, fit the system, make sure everyone's playing well, improve on our away record, improve as a team in general, and then we'll do bits. If we don't, then it's not going to happen. So yeah, that's the end of this. I thought I was actually be more angry in this video, but I mean, I don't know, I thought there was no point in me being annoyed. I mean, I am annoyed, but I mean, to act annoyed and act aggressive or anything, I don't think there was any point of that. So if you like this season review, I mean, this could be the last Arsenal video for a while, until we sign anyone, or the friendlies, or the start of the season, really. And obviously until the football's back, we're going to have to think of new content to upload as well. So that should be fun. You won't be seeing some football for a while, but I mean, at least we'll have something to upload until football's back. Just to add, and then one more thing I forgot to mention. Obviously, the Champions League final today. Obviously, hoping a Liverpool win.
Yes.
Only because the other team is Tottenham. If it was the other team was someone else, then I'd want the other team to win. But because it's Tottenham, I'm going for Liverpool. Hopefully, at least they can do something and salvage some sort of pride for myself. But we'll have to wait and see. So that's the end of this video. New, different content coming soon. Well, I'm going to try. I am going to try. I'm going to try and figure out some good ideas, not some just wasted stuff and stuff that's a bit basic. Try and think of something new, or just do something different for a change. So yeah, this has been this review. It's been a 4 out of 10 season for Arsenal, but it is what it is. We need a new defence, and that's when changes are going to happen. If that doesn't happen, I'll probably just be making the same end of year review next year. It will be the exact same. Maybe some stuff different. Hopefully some stuff different. So yeah, peace.